Hello, this is Ashley, LVN in Texas. I'm going to do an update from my last video. And so basically, as you guys know, I passed my NCLEX. I have a job. I'm now working. And y'all, when I tell y'all, I hope y'all watched my last video. If not, go back and watch it before you watch this one, so that way you'll understand what's going on. Well, guys, last night I did not make it to work. Did I quit nursing? Y'all, I was so stressed out. Like, y'all been going through. Your girl been going through. You hear me? I emailed my DON and told her, like, hey, this job is not working out for me. I don't think it's a good fit. Whoop-de-whoop-de-whoop-de. She emailed me back and was like, would you like to train on another shift or with another LVN who also started working there, like as far as that was also her first job. So I was like, I thought, that was my way out, but it wasn't. And so I was like, well, I'll go ahead and train with the other new nurse. I think that'll help me more, because like the second nurse that trained me, because y'all know the first my first day I was trained by two nurses. The second one, which it was her shift, but she had church that the early part of the shift or whatever. So she was late, but she's an awesome trainer. I'll give that to her. But y'all, it's just so much stuff, and it's like night before last when I was doing my med pass with her, because that was the big med pass, which is the first med pass. I did it with the other lady, the PRN. She's an older lady, but night before last was my first time doing it with the now RN. And so we finished like around 9. It took us about 3 hours for 19 people. And the first time it took us up until like 12, because me and that lady both were slow. But, and I didn't quite like the fact that I finished so early, because it was like, she was okay, like as far as, wanting to train me, willing to train me. But she was tired. She was like, what did she say? She was just basically like, because I think I told her like about what time we finished the last time or whatever. And she was like, well, we're not going to be that long or whatever like that. So she was basically telling me stuff to pull and stuff like that, which I didn't quite like, because this going to be my card. I'm going to have to find this stuff and let me do my own pace or whatever. So I didn't quite like that. But anyway, I didn't even call in. I emailed her about that. And because I wanted to thank her, because she was willing to wait on me, because I was in Louisiana. And so I thought the least I can do is just, email her, let her know that this job wasn't for me. Because if you don't do a no call, if you have a no call, no show, that's an automatic termination or whatever. So y'all, this bump still getting to me. But why I felt like that bump was over there earlier, on the last video, I don't know. Might have been a different one. Who knows? My face just breaks out, especially when I'm stressed. So, and usually I get a bump on my nose when I'm stressed. It'll be over here or like in the middle. No joke. I don't think I ever had one over here. Weird, huh? But yeah, so back to what I'm talking about. But yeah, so I called in or whatever. So she ended up giving me a new schedule as far as my training. Then I'll be back on my rotation, because the nurse that's training me, she's waiting to go to mornings or whatever. So she's waiting on that. And by her waiting on that, she's waiting on me to get trained. So she can't go to mornings until, I do my training or whatever. Also, oh, something else I was about to say. Oh, the ADON, she also texted me this morning, was like, how was your weekend? And I didn't know who it was. I was like, who is this? So I basically, oh, excuse me. That came out deep. I basically told her, how I felt about everything. And also I did mention about my other wreck because nobody knew about my other wreck that I had. And guys, to be truth be told, like, y'all been going through, like, when I tell y'all, because this job is stressful. As you guys know, I have a lazy CNA. I talked about him in the last video, and also let me also let y'all know an update about that. So the other night, right, we sitting down or whatever, and the guy, he starts, grunting, making noises and stuff like that. That lets you know he needs to be changed. So another CNA, because this guy here went to lunch break, right? He always go to lunch. I don't know if it's around the same time. I haven't quite picked that up just yet, but I forgot to notice. But every time he leaves to go on lunch break, this guy needs changing. Like, he'll start making noises or whatever because he can't press the call light, nothing like that. And they don't have like the bed alarms. So anyway, the girl goes in there and she comes out mad. And this other CNA also, she don't like changing him either, because like I say, every time he goes on lunch break, this one guy needs to always be changed. So she's, fed up, but she's a pretty good CNA as far as what they say or whatever. But anyway, so this other lady comes or whatever to change him. And she came out, she was like, he's very wet. When she said that, and I think the one that was training me went to go see, I can't remember, or someone else, I can't remember, but he was so wet that his sheets were soaked. So, meaning he haven't been changed in hours. So, I don't think I told y'all this, the first nurse who trained me when I first started, the first part of the shift, because she's a PRN, she told her, the CNA, not to change him, to let the guy know when he comes back off lunch and make him change him. So basically, in which to me that wasn't good as a nurse, because you still delaying care. You know what I mean? Yeah, it is awful, the fact that he wasn't changed, but you know what I'm saying, like, and then who to say this man can go in there and fall, because they say, and he also have a G-tube, like, he will pull it out, you know what I'm saying, like, yeah, he does that. But yeah, that's a whole other subject. But anyways, y'all, I'm just so overwhelmed, like y'all, I had my breaking points and stuff like that, to where just dealing with this job and everything being new. I'm getting teary-eyed now. Everything being new and just dealing with this CNA, because this is going to be my CNA. And I even tried, because, okay, the girl who's training me now, she doesn't do bedside care from what I can tell. Like, when I say bedside care, like, she don't help with CNA work. So I made it a point to help this guy, my second night, the other night, change his roommate, matter of fact, the other guy. And so, I did that or whatever, because, okay, basically, and one of the reasons why I did it, because when I went in there to see what the guy wanted, because I was told that he usually asks, like, for the sheets to be pulled up, put his headphones on a charger, something simple like that. So when I went in, he said he needed changing or whatever. So I was like, okay, cool. And so when I saw that, I had by that time I had turned off the call light. So I had told him that, that the CNA will be here shortly or whatever, which it took over 5 minutes, because this CNA don't come on time. And so I ended up pressing the light again. And so I was like, well, let me go in here and help change him, because matter of fact, when he went in to answer the call, like, he came back out to go get his stuff, and I was like, well, I'll help you change him and stuff like that, because I don't know what I told him, but I just said I'll help him change him, because I think that man did tell him that the nurse had came in, you know what I'm saying? And so, and I'm not one, and I thought that was rude on my part to go in there and find out he needs changing, and I could have changed him, you know what I'm saying? If I'm answering this light, I feel like I can do the job because I'm answering the light. If I was too busy, I wouldn't have answered that light. That's just me. And so I wanted to help, change him or whatever like that. But at the same time, I wanted him to, because he didn't know that part of it, the reason why, but I wanted him to see that I'm not a nurse that refuses to do bedside care. You know what I'm saying? So, and he told me thank you or whatever. That was it. He went back over to his little spot to be on his phone because that's what he always do. And another time I changed the guy who's nonverbal. I did change him or whatever. And so, but he didn't know I changed him that time or whatever. But I'm just like, I don't know what to do because management knows about this CNA. I don't like with anybody that I'm having to tell what to do, when to do their job, you know, and stuff like that. When that they've been on the job for so long, it's a difference if he's only been a CNA 1 or 2 months. You know what I'm saying? But when you've been on the job 14 years, like you just refusing, like you just don't care basically. And so I don't like that. But dealing with the CNA, just his ways without him knowing that it's affecting me, because I'm very kind hearted, and I would never treat or delay care like that. You know what I'm saying? If somebody on a call and if they call all the time, I still answer that call like within like 2 or 3 minutes, you know, a couple of minutes or whatever, but I don't go 5-10 minutes without answering that call. Like, now, if it's someone who's, you know, will call just, to, you know, whenever they need changing, but they don't bug me or something like that, I could get on up and change them, you know, when I was a CNA, when I did that type of work. And so, you know, that's just the type of person I am. Like, no, I might not feel like getting up. I might be into a video or something like that, or doing something on Facebook or social media that I would like to do, but yet and still I'm at work. And if someone calls, I'm going to answer. So I feel like that's how everybody should be. When especially their CNA, that's just me. That's just the type of person I am. That was how I was raised. You know, you do unto others as you would like done unto you or your family. So that's just me. But it's just overwhelming with the job itself, all of the treatments, everything that this job includes, the notations, you know, because I'm learning the people too. So all of that with the job, having to learn and all of that within 3 nights. And then I have to, on top of that, worry about a CNA who doesn't do their job as good as they should. Then y'all know I had another wreck. So it's like, man, now I'm scared of having a third wreck, you know, like this stuff is stressful. Plus I'm in a new location. So everything going in my life is new. It's new for the better, but it's just so many obstacles, you know, also have happened that, you know, I don't know if it's a blessing or a curse to be out here in Dallas. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm from Louisiana, like, and I could have easily went back to this other small town I used to stay in Texas, which is only an hour and a half away from my hometown, you know, near Shreveport. But, well, it's 2 hours from Shreveport, but from my hometown, hour and a half. But I really don't know. And plus, I'm staying with my aunt. I don't like staying with other people. But yeah, I don't want to just go ahead and get an apartment now. Because if I get an apartment, if I don't stay on that job, then I may have to drive 30 to 45 minutes to work. And the apartment that I'm looking at, it's only 10 minutes from my job. But I need to make sure that this is something that I want to continue with. You know what I'm saying? Like, this stuff is so stressful. And people keep saying, you know, try to hang in there. It's going to take time. It's going to take time, this and that and the other. But y'all, I don't like doing something where I have, you know, where I'm so much in a blind. I like doing stuff. I always been a type of person that stayed pretty much in their comfort zone. Like when I had to learn an activity, it was like I halfway knew what I was doing, but some of this stuff, it's just like, it's totally new. It's totally things that I don't know or didn't really get a chance to experience in school. And other people, you know, they may be trying to judge and stuff like that. Like, well, why she don't know this? You know, this and that and the other. You just never know what people be thinking or whatever. So y'all just pray for me, pray my strength, because I'm praying for direction right now. And so, and I also still have that other interview tomorrow, because I don't know if I finished telling y'all that. But yeah, after my first night, I applied to 3 jobs. One, I think is a scam. It had to do with a hospice nurse and me going out to the places where they're living at, staying with them the full 12 hours, and just basically notating and giving their meds. And I did call the number because how she put it in the email and stuff like that. I was like, let me call her just to see. And when I called her, she was like, yeah, you just do that, and I can let you train with another nurse since you have no experience. Depends on you how many rotations that you want to train. Some nurses only stay with them for 4 hours, then they'll feel like they got it, and they'll leave. You know, whoopty with the whoopty. And the pay was $22 an hour, which is 50 cents less than what I'm getting now. But I was like, okay, I don't even know if this is, an actual legit job or whatever. Like, how it was. And so when I was filling out the paperwork and stuff like that, it was asking me for my social, the email assessment. It was like asking me for my last four, my social, date of birth, driver's license, nursing number, just a lot of stuff that you actually do for jobs, but you don't do it then. You know what I'm saying? So I stopped. I was like, nope, not doing this. Not doing it. But this other place here is an assisted living. I actually have an interview there in the morning, in which I found out today that I go back to work tomorrow, because I was thinking I had to work tonight, but she scheduled me with that nurse for tomorrow. So I'll be with that nurse tomorrow or whatever. And I'm going to also go to this interview. It's a part-time position, but maybe I can do PRN. I don't know. I'm overwhelmed now. So it's just like taking on another job. Like, that's crazy and ridiculous, Ashley. Like, what are you doing? But I really don't know what I'm going to do. But it is an assisted living. And I was like, God, like, I will, try to give it a shot. When I tried to quit. This is me thinking. When I tried to quit, I would give the assisted living a chance. If I don't like that, I'm just going to have to move to a clinic or something like that, which clinics were good, but it was easy, if that makes sense. Like, it was too easy. So I felt like I wasn't using my skills, but then again, I'm using my skills now with this job and I'm overwhelmed. So, I'm just so indecisive right now. I really don't know. But if all don't work out with the nursing home that I'm at, I would try the assisted living or whatever. If it don't work out there, I know bedside care is not my deal. But assisted living, I worked in assisted living in Baton Rouge when I was getting my undergrad, and I loved it. I loved it. And I actually wanted to do that before a nursing home. I actually wanted to work in assisted living. But I understand from research that you have a lot more patients because they don't have as many treatments, I guess. But I'm not sure. So I'm going to see. That's why I'm going to go to this part-time, because they're using the same system, the point click care, PCC. Then maybe they won't be as bad. I don't know. But we'll see. But I just wanted to update you guys to let you guys know I did not quit nursing, even though I wanted to from this one job. But you guys, y'all just pray for me. I'm just going to trust God because ask him for direction. And I hope he gives me the direction that I need, because something got to shake, because I'm not happy, and happiness is what I long for. I don't care how much money I make. I don't care that they paying me $22.50. I don't care about the pay. I will settle for $18 an hour as long as I'm happy, as long as my residents are taken care of. I'm making a difference. That's most important to me. So, not the money. But unfortunately, I took the job based on the money, even because it was nursing home or whatever. But yeah, go ahead and like, comment, subscribe. Sorry guys, this was a long video. Y'all know my videos don't last past 10 minutes, and this is my second video being close to 19 minutes. I'm so sorry guys. Y'all enjoy the rest of y'all day. Bye bye.